Hi. I'm gonna wait a moment or two. I'm gonna do something just a little bit different. So this is gonna be a little bit different from my traditional readings. This is actually very spur of the moment. So what I decided to do is just do a general collective reading. This is going to be for anybody that's single, that's anybody that's is currently going through a breakup or still having a hard time letting go. Just on a whim, I picked up the breakup deck, and it's a very nice note. And this person created the breakup deck because, with their last 3 breakups, you're trying to find a particular deck or an oracle deck, whatever, that deals with breakups, and there's really not that there. A lot of it is about like soulmates and twin flames and all that kind of fucking garbage. So it's really nice to have something where it's like to kind of help people, who's going through a rough time, and it's actually pretty brilliant. I wish I could have came up with it. So I think it's just a really nice little deck. So I thought it would be, and it came with this cute little box, pink box, so Jeffree Star. Rose quartz. So it's super nice. I love these. I love it, I love it, I love it. So healing and love, all of that stuff. So I just figured, what the fuck? I'm not gonna do like a typical unboxing and reading all the cards, because I ain't got no time for that. It's not that type of deck. So this is what the back of the deck looks like. I think it's super cute. I think it's nice, It's a nice size oracle deck. I would say it's like a typical size oracle deck, My hands are super small, but I'm able to kind of shuffle it without too much strain. But, So I'm going to go ahead and shuffle these. So this is just going to be messages for anybody that's trying to heal from a breakup. You're having a hard time letting go of that someone. It doesn't matter if it's been days or weeks or months. It could be years, because somebody could have just fucked you up so badly, If it was, you gotta look at it this way. If it was, I read something it was like on my Instagram feed. And I don't know if I saved it or if I shared it. I don't know. But summing up the quote is, if you leave the relationship and you feel like it's traumatic and you're in a lot of pain, that means that you're in a toxic relationship or a narcissistic relationship. Because the good relationships, you may be feeling a little bit sad, like, oh, I'm sad that things didn't work out. But it's not like, it's not traumatic. It's just like, c'est la vie. You know what I mean? So I could appreciate the good times and the bad times. C'est la vie. Kind of like that. So let me go ahead. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and start pulling some cards. Ooh, already then, the first card popped up. Okay, there's actually a few of them that popped up. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and take these. Okay. Alrighty then. So stop thinking about him. Reclaim your power and start thinking about you. Focus on you. A lot of people, you have this codependency problem, and it's because of how your mommy and or daddy treated you. You may think of yourself as an object, or you're removing everything about yourself and making your entire life about them. You're making them the center of your universe, and that's not how things work. It should be a give and like it should be a balance between the two. And you know they're sure as hell not thinking about you, because they moved the fuck on. So you're having a hard time letting go. And you're obsessing, you know, like that Kids in the Hall sketch. You know, I'm thinking of Tony. I'm wondering if he's thinking about me. I'm wondering if he's thinking about me with her. You know, it's, you know, it's like that. And it means that you don't really have a personality really or much of an identity. So you don't have any hobbies, you don't have any activities. You can't just say, I like to hang out with my friends, because guess what? Most fucking people do. It's such a generic term. It's just kind of saying like, I like music. Well, you know what? Most fucking people like music. So fucking generic. Like, what makes you so fucking special because you're not no motherfucking snowflake, you know? So that means it's like, oh shit. I'm kind of blah. I'm kind of passe. So what were things in my past that I used to enjoy that I don't do anymore, you know, or I don't do as much, you know, or you find a new passion, you find a new drive, you find new goals, right? Right. You think you should have seen this coming? I bet your intuition did. And you know there are red flags and long nights. You knew deep down, your voice told you to run, but you still went into it. You fucking knew the outcome was going to be shit, and you still went with it. Because you had to stay in a relationship, or you had to make things going because you couldn't stand being alone. Don't indulge in your fantasy of what it could be. It was not reality. It was your illusions. It was your fucking denial. Because there was a whole ton of red flags. And there was continuous red flags. Lying. Manipulation. Gaslighting. You fucking knew it. And people call you out on it. But you still stayed with it. Find the truth in your situation. It was a lesson. Is what I keep on saying, that soulmates, you know, and I do believe in soulmates, but there's many types of soulmates. It's not always romantic. There's platonic, you know, there's friendships, you know, there's family, there's colleagues, you know, like friendships, or it's, you know, where you see each other and you haven't seen each other in decades, and then it's like without missing a beat, it's like no time has passed. It's that instant Wonder Twin powers activate, go team venture kind of vibe. And they're not always supposed to be in your life forever. They're here to teach you karmic lessons. You know, people come in and out of your life. It's about if you're willing to take the lesson and apply it to your life. Do not contact them even if you know you will be friends later. Now is not the time. So stop it. Stop it. Stop it. You are just torturing yourself. Hi. Next message. The sooner you believe this, you can do this, you will. You can get over them. You can form your own fucking identity, and you can move the fuck on with your own life. The best revenge is living a better, fuller life than the other person. Just focus on you. Don't focus on them. Just do your thing. Why are you really afraid to be alone in this moment? See, this is what I've been motherfucking saying this goddamn time. That you make them your identity time and time again. You deal with people that don't treat you with respect, and then you smother them, you lie, and you try to manipulate them, and it's just this tired gaslighting bullshit. The more you reclaim your power, the quicker you feel empowered to move on. Sometimes it's doing the 80s montage of you deal with a breakup, right? You go get your hair done, get your nails did, you know, you go out, go to like Nordstrom's or whatever, Bloomingdale's, whatever the fuck, get a personal shopper, pick out some cute little outfits, you know. You go out, have a good time, right? You feel fucking good. That's part of it. But also you gotta work on yourself deep down. That was deep, dog. That was deep. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull just a few more cards. More. Perfect. Okay. Most people focus on other more than self-care. What little do they know is it all starts with self-care to attract right other. Your antenna is off, so you need to readjust your antenna so you can align yourself to the right frequency. And that's why you keep attracting dipshits, because you're a broken record. So once you stop, reevaluate, change those things, then things can get better. Be adventurous. You don't need anyone else to experience it. Sometimes going out, doing things alone, you have the best fucking time. And I'll give you a great example. So about 3-4 years ago, I decided for like the first part of the day, like morning to late afternoon, I was at Disneyland by myself. You know, just me, nobody else. I ended up meeting a friend there later, but for that entire time. Now, I told this to quite a few of my friends, coworkers, and everyone said this like, aren't you afraid to be alone? I would feel lonely. I would hate it. Bitch, I had the best motherfucking time ever. I knew I was gonna have a great time. Cause one, I did not have to wait on anybody else. I can go at my motherfucking pace, which I'm always like, go gadget. You know, that's what Gemini's, you know, wake up early, be there before opening, hit everything. You know, I'm like a ninja. That's how I roll. 2, I actually talked to a lot of people, and there were so many people that had like invited me to hang out with them in their groups. Like, hey, you can hang out with us, you know? And I'm like, it's cool. You know, I met some really cool people, and I got to do my own thing. I had a great time, and I got to rediscover things that I forgot what I used to enjoy, you know, but I'm like, oh, I never had a chance to do that because other people didn't want to do that, you know? And it was just nice just to relive that, make new memories, and be comfortable in your own skin. And even like, and I've been there before, when you're in a breakup and you don't want to put yourself out there, you know, I forced myself to go out to a cool little club and see some music, see some band, all that kind of shit, all that kind of jazz. Hi. And it was really nice, you know, just to go out, not have any expectations, talk to people, and have a good time. You know, you're not going out there looking for romance. Sometimes you meet some cool people, you can meet some cool friends, you have some cool experiences. It takes your mind off of the trauma. The sooner you believe this, you can do this, you will. You got to stop getting out of your head and stop feeling like you have to depend on them, depend on a man or a woman. You're afraid to be in your own skin. You're afraid to be alone. Stop it. Once you realize how powerful you are, and I've been there where it's afraid to be alone, you're clingy, you know, you're needy, but it's a little bit awkward, but once you kind of get through it, you get very comfortable with being alone, you know? Do they still love me? Is it that what you're thinking? If so, well then stop. They don't matter anymore. It doesn't matter because they're not even thinking about you anyways. They're moving the fuck on. You got to think about they're probably fucking somebody else. Deal with it. It sucks, but that's the way the cookie crumbles. Yeah, I'm very comfortable with being alone. I'm like, do I really want to go do that? Like, seriously, do I really want to do that? So those are just messages that I wanted to give out. So so if anybody is interested, make sure that you check out, I believe the tag name is the Breakup Deck. And you can go ahead and purchase the Breakup Deck if you need to use it for your own personal self. But if you would, I'm just reading your comment, I'm sorry. Yeah, it's really cool. Like, sometimes you go to shows and you meet some really cool people and you meet some really good friends, you know? So, I'm happy that the reading resonated. So, if it resonates, awesome. So, that's what these are for. And I'm going to start working on some other videos. I'm going to upload those onto YouTube and all that stuff. And I will post a daily well, Mondays tomorrow. So... So anyways, thank you, and I'll see you guys soon.